Hello, friends. How are you today? So, this is going to be part one of a two-part blog post, and I'll release the next one tomorrow. But it is here, it is coming. It's full steam ahead. The plan that I had created and I actually had a friend that used this term, that slow drip, in terms of just getting you guys fully pregnant with the idea that A, there's a book, B, there's characters, C, there's a story behind it, and all the stuff. It actually has culminated to this spot right where we are today. And the book is releasing tomorrow. Yes, Winning with Whiskers, a business fable about overcoming barriers by knowing yourself and others, will be released starting at midnight tomorrow. And like I said, this is a two-part series. For today, I just want to tell you a little bit get behind the deal in terms of some of the questions that I'm hearing from the conversations that I have when I am talking about the book. The first is, where'd you get the idea? And I will tell you, last summer, the summer of 2023, the world got kind of quiet for me. And when I am in that quiet space, that soaking allows me to really start to make connections through some of the inspirations that I find. And I was reminded of the book Who Moved My Cheese when I was doing an executive coaching session with one of my clients. And I went looking for my book. I must have given it away at some point. And so it inspired me, it got me to order a new one on Amazon. And as I'm reading the book, I thought, what an evergreen concept. What a concept that has stood the test of time. The book is 30 years old, and it isn't all about change if you haven't read it, but it is as relevant today as it was almost 30 years ago when it was first written. So first, if you've never have never read Who Moved My Cheese, that might be one for you to go about and you just like read, because it's just a fun, easy read. And then the second thing is just knowing that that was the catalyst for me to be able to come up with the concept of Winning with Whiskers. I had sat down for many, many years, probably, many years. I'm not going to count the number, but every February, it felt like I was determined I'm going to make myself write this business relationship book. And by the time I got to March, I was totally bored. I just suffice it to say, I have thousands of words that I have accumulated. But the reality was I was bored. I was bored while writing it. And so I was like, if I am bored writing it, how am I expected to ask my readers to read something that I consider is boring? And so the whole concept behind Winning with Whiskers is to create something that is fun, that's inspiring, that people can connect to and to relate to. And the other question that I get oftentimes is, Dawn, there's a giraffe in the story. Surely you are Gigi. You must be the client. And while the Winning with Whiskers concept came together, all formulating around Gigi and her story and her need, I can honestly say that there's a little bit of me in every single one of these characters. There's a little bit of me in terms of Rocky the robot. There's a little Stevie the sea lion that's there. It's lesser of Stevie, quite honestly. There's a lot of Harley the workhorse, and a whole lot of Danny, that loyal and older dog that is very, very driven specifically around relationships and that connection point. But as I sit back and, did I mention Rocky? I forgot to mention Rocky. There is a little bit of Rocky in me too. I am at my heart a nerd. I am this data information junkie in terms of wanting to stay on top and remain relevant. And so I don't know how I forgot about Rocky, but yes, there is a little piece of me in every one of these characters, which is why I can so easily write about them, I can so easily speak about them, is because there is that element of me within each of these beautiful characters that make up the story. So that is Winning with Whiskers. It will be released tomorrow. I've put a couple links down below. You can go to my author page on Amazon to keep updated in terms of the release. There also is a pre URL specifically. I'm convinced, or they've convinced me that that is the URL that the book will be found. And so I can't see it live until the actual day of release. So I'm trusting that it's going to be there on Tuesday too. In case you're watching this Tuesday, June 5th, that should be live. But if it's not, please email me. I want to know. So all of that is happening in the course of the next 24 hours. Super exciting. One thing that I'd love for you to do, if I could ask you, please, is if you don't mind, would you share this? Would you share this post? Would you share this information? I'm trying to go viral. I was very fortunate, very, very blessed with my first book, Armored, to reach bestseller in the first week that it was released on Amazon. And because of that, that's a goal that I have, that as I am releasing Winning with Whiskers, I want it to get to bestseller as well. And it only can happen with your help. So thank you again for your continued interest and your support. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out to me. I will see you soon.